As parents, you have so many responsibilities to raise your babies into healthy and happy individuals. But our number one job is to make sure our kiddos are safe. Today, my nuggets are gonna focus on setting safety boundaries so you can raise your babies in a really safe environment. Number one, create a phrase or a word that means serious business. In our home, we have used red light, but you can also use freeze or danger. You do not want to use everyday words that they would hear all around like no or stop, because they're going to hear that all over. We want the word to be very identifiable. This is the word that you use when they're about to put their hand on a hot stove, or when they're about to run out into traffic, or they're about to pull over a giant lamp onto their head. We want to identify a strong word that when they hear it, they know stop and don't move. It will help keep them safe for years to come. I remember at the park, one of my kiddos about to step off the top of like a play structure, and I couldn't get to them fast enough. And when I yelled red light, she froze, and it saved her from falling about 6 feet off. So this will really help keep your kiddos safe, and we're gonna start using it now when they're babies. Next, when using your safety phrase or word, we always want to follow with explaining why. So our first reaction is red light or freeze, a really strong, powerful word. But then once we go up to them and they're about to run into the street and we yell that word and they stop, we come over to them, we explain to them, see the street? The cars are going by. It's very dangerous. Your body can get hurt. Our tone is serious. Our facial expression is serious. Everything matches so our babies can start to take in what the safety boundary is. Now remember, your babies aren't very verbal, but they understand a lot, and we want to help build their understanding of the safety, which will really help in years to come. Next, make sure all caregivers know the safety word or phrase. If you have a nanny, a babysitter, a mother-in-law, a grandpa, daycare, we want to make sure everyone uses the same safety word or phrase. Otherwise, the baby won't understand the safety boundary. We need to be very consistent with it. And finally, watch your babies closely. Most accidents happen because we're distracted or not paying close enough attention. Look, we can't be right there on them 24 hours a day. Sometimes little things will happen, but if we're constantly being aware, we can avoid those more dangerous accidents. I want to share a story with you. Haley, my oldest, when she was about 13 months old, just around a year, we were at the park with our group of friends. All the kiddos were sitting down on the blanket, eating their snacks. All of us moms were chit-chatting and enjoying the day. And Haley was a kiddo that stayed pretty close to me. She wasn't a wanderer, so we were just kind of all there. And within a few moments, I look around and I realize Haley's not on the blanket. And I said, "Where's Haley?" And I stand up expecting to turn around and see her right next to me. No Haley. We start standing up, scanning the park. All 5 moms glancing around. No Haley. I started to panic. My body started to shake. Even retelling this story, I can feel the goosebumps on my body, the panic. We started spreading out on the park. It was literally 3 minutes where I didn't notice where she was. She had run. Someone thankfully said to me, "Does she have a blue hat on?" And I said, yes. She was about almost 200 yards away, all the way down the park, about to go towards the street. So here I am, a mom, super engaged with my kiddo, with a kiddo who stays close to me, and it happens that fast. I always tell my kids my number one job is to keep them safe. I hope my nuggets today will help keep your babies and children at home safe for years to come. I would love to hear from you some of the strategies that you've used to help keep yours safe. Please post them below. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.